Okay, everybody, we're back. Right back to where we left off from the last video, from the off season. We'll take a look at mock draft 5 here. This is the draft episode. Alright, so if you guys like this content, please follow, do all the things. But we're going to look at the mock draft here. Very important to see where some of these guys we're targeting are potentially going. So Dorian Parham, that's one of the wide receivers. There's JT Booth, looking like he could go 13th. Which means we could trade back a little bit, but we're not going to be able to trade back too far. Those are the only wide receivers that look like they're going to go in the first round, so I'm thinking the goal would be to trade back a few picks. Pick up JT Booth, maybe a second if we can get it. Well, we will take a quick look at the free agency recap. Top 100, Batonio to the Rams, Teller. There's Tyron Smith to the Falcons. We already talked about Javonte, Josh Sweat, Jerry Jeudy goes to the Rams. Hopkins and Njoku, good combo to the Cardinals there. Micah Hyde to the Eagles. Taylor Decker, a left tackle we could have tried to sign. He was not interested in us, though. Went to the Steelers. Rondale Moore to the Panthers. Elijah Moore to the Jaguars. Brandon Cooks to the Panthers as well. Elijah Mitchell to the Bucks. Anybody else? Michael Thomas to the Panthers. Wow, the Panthers went and signed Michael Thomas, Brandon Cooks, and Rondale Moore. Interesting. They revamped their entire receiver room. Justin Fields to the Titans. That's a big signing right there. We lost Josie Jewell to the Colts. I think we actually traded Josie Jewell before, but regardless, Kenneth Gainwell to the Titans as well with Justin Fields. Kyler Gordon, pretty athletic cornerback to the Steelers. Chase Claypool. There's KJ Hamler to the Colts as well as Josie Jewell. So a couple former Broncos going to the Colts. I wanted to see where... Okay, Kirk Cousins back to Washington. Interesting. Love to see that. Caden Stearns we already talked about. I wanted to see where Antonio Gibson went, and I don't think he signed anywhere. Wow, we could maybe pick up Antonio Gibson if we don't find a running back. We did sign A.J. Dillon, however. We also got Quez Watkins for some speed. We got a punter in J.K. Scott, Anthony Walker for some linebacker depth, Tristan Hill to battle with Javon Kinlaw for the D tackle spot, Jake Verity is our new kicker, and we re-signed Drew Lock because we love horse cock lock. All right. The entire reason for this is to scout the college players, and we have private workouts this week. Who are we going to bring in for our private workouts? I know we're bringing in JT Booth because I just want to see. Do I want to bring in JT Booth? I don't know if I want to bring in JT Booth. I need to figure out some of these guys down here in like the 50s range. Like, who's worth trading up for, you know? Like, who's worth trading up for? Let's go look at strong safeties. That's going to be a big emphasis. Should we just do all three of these strong safeties? I think I want to do these two. I think Trent Thorne might go too high. I might do these two. Definitely want to do Taylor Chapman. See if he's worth grabbing in that first round area if we can trade back up. We could also look at defensive line. We could see if Jose Rogers is really worth taking as a top 5 talent. Or we could see if maybe Keontae Best, who looks pretty damn good, is a better fit. We could also look at left tackle here, which I might want to do. We don't have a left tackle on the roster. Could we look at Donnell Carr? I want to see if he is any good. I think I want to go with those guys. Jose Rogers, 3rd overall on the board. Taylor Chapman, 19 on the board. And also this Donnell Carr, who is... Where is he at on the board? Is he not even in the top... He's not the top 50, huh? Interesting. That guy is, though. Josh McMillian. I mean, he looks really good. All right, let's look at the left tackles here and compare. Okay, so maybe he was on the... I must have missed him. Because he had to be on the board, right? Where is he? 19. There he is. 24, Donnell Carr. Let's look at his scouting card here. I want to see what his physicals look like. Strength is what I'm looking at here. 5th best at the combine. Pretty good change of direction. I don't like that it just deletes your picks like once you click into a player. It's so dumb. I don't know why that's a thing. It actually makes no sense. Physicals, we have the second best tackle. So he's got elite strength, elite change of direction. Josh McMillian could be the play. Why don't we see who's better between these two? We'll skip the D lineman. We're probably not going to pick at 3 anyways, so we might as well skip the D lineman. And I want to see if Taylor Chapman, God dang it, I need to click into here again to see what he looks like physically. Oh, yeah. Yep. Taylor Chapman, we need a safety, and this might be the guy. All right, we're going to test him out. We're going to test him out just to see. 21-year-old from Miami with 4.4 speed. And then I'm going to test out these left tackles. It's kind of our biggest needs outside of, obviously, we need JT Booth. But we'll make something happen trade-wise to get there. We'll get there. As you can see, we went through a little bit of the players here, but I do want to kind of just go a little bit more in depth on each position, on these prospects. Kind of formulate a draft plan here. We're not going to get a quarterback. Like, we're totally out on quarterbacks, excuse me. We are going to look for a little receiving back, though. What about Dwayne Wakefield? How are we looking? 22-year-old from North Dakota State. All right, let's see if we can get someone that's just really, really physically gifted. What about Cameron Wallace? A power back. Oh, was that a power back with... Excuse me, a power back with the second fastest 40 time? And we're going to go ahead and add Cameron Wallace to our board just to see if we can't get him a little later in the draft. Jabari McNeil, what was his speed looking like? 4.53. Kirk Winslow, not that fast either. Let's see if any of these guys have. I didn't mean to click him. Let's see if any of these guys have. I want to see if any of these guys have. Well, Zaire Johnson has B catching, A ball carrier vision. Zaire Johnson looks like he might be a dude from Pittsburgh. Tremaine Perkins here. Jalen Hitchcock, Isaiah Banks. Is there any good running backs in this class? How about Trey Page? Okay, Trey Page is the fast one here. Pretty gifted speed-wise. Let's see his skills. Can he catch the ball? No, he cannot. That's kind of a problem. We're looking for a third down running back here. We got to find somebody that wants to catch the ball, that can catch the ball. Anybody from my alma maters in here? Like to take those guys. A little Kansas State, Kent State action. What about Lionel Brothers from Michigan State? No, doesn't look very good at all, actually. Any other receiving backs? How about J.J. Sears? That's a sick running back name. Third fastest. Okay, we're looking at something here. A to C catching. All right, J.J. Sears is going to be someone we're going to target late, I think. That's a good find. That's a good find. Jerry Rudd, I don't think I like what he's bringing to the table. Yeah, nothing special there. Obviously, can catch the ball a bit, but... okay, regardless. Wide receivers. We're still going to go after JT Booth. But there's some other guys on the board here who we already talked about. Connor Addison, one of the fastest players in the draft. Anybody, like, stand out with what they can do? Troy Hawthorne here. Interesting talent. Not that fast. But pretty good catching. Pretty good strength. Nothing too crazy to write home about. Daquan Potter looks like he could have some good skills. His catching traffic's not great, but he's got decent speed. Could look for him. We kind of already have the receivers that we want, though. Del Camp is another physical specimen. Manu Duarte is very, very fast. Dylan Watson is an interesting 5'9", 188. He just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. How about Artie Calhoun? Artie Calhoun with the 21-year-old from Missouri. Nothing there. Where's the guy from Bethune-Cookman? Oh, that guy's from Harvard. Let's go see if he had any stats worth noting. No, he didn't. There was a guy from Bethune-Cookman who I was interested in. There's Shamir Galloway, not doing anything to impress us. There was a guy from Bethune-Cookman, and I don't remember. That's the last guy on the board. Where's the guy from Bethune-Cookman? Who was that guy? There he is, right there. He did not participate in the Pro Day, so I'm interested in his stats. Also didn't participate in the freaking Pro Day. Not only the Combine, Benji Wynn. Hey, we're putting him on the board. He might be fun. We don't know much about him. We don't know much about him, but I don't know. I don't know if he's good or bad. We'll keep him in mind. Tight end is going to be another area we're looking to upgrade. Couple later round tight ends that could be good. We're looking at Nate Logan here from Alabama, 21-year-old. Chris Parker from South Carolina. How about Brandon Briggs from Notre Dame? That might be the guy. Can any of these guys block at all? Probably not. Strength. Let's see. Bench press. He's okay. He's okay. What's his run blocking? Impact blocking. B to D. If we get B on that, that's huge. C run blocking. Not the best. We'll keep an eye out on these tight ends as the draft comes to fruition here. I will say this guy, Grayson Wilkins, looks pretty dang good. But we're not looking to like have a brand new starting tight end. All right, I don't really care about those. We are looking at the left tackles. Did we scout these guys in full? Not quite. Although we did get a lot of information on this. A, impact blocking for Donnell Carr. B, pass blocking. C, pass block finesse. So he's more of a power blocker, as you can tell. He is a power archetype. Josh McMillian, though, however, is a little bit worse in the blocking, but he could be, because he's 21, and because he's like a better size, kind of. I don't know. This Donnell Carr looks pretty good. So does Josh McMillian. Let's hope we can get one of those guys in this class as well. We're not going to really look. We can take a look at the strong safety that we put as one of our focus players as well, Taylor Chapman. But we kind of already know he's just a physical specimen here. A, awareness, A, pursuit. That's all we really know so far. I don't know. We're not going to be able to get all these guys, obviously. And if we're still trying to get JT Booth for Philip Holcomb as well. So why don't we get into the draft stage? Here we go. There's a little recap of all the players we're looking at. And now we can get to the point where we want to start the NFL draft. Let's do it. Let's get into the draft. We don't need to look at anything else. We will pause the draft here, so I don't have to skip anything. We're going to skip ahead to... Okay, can I not do this? What's happening? It's not letting me skip the draft. Okay. What is happening? I don't know what's happening. This is so weird. It won't let me click on any of this stuff. I don't know what's going on. I hope I didn't mess anything up. We're going to try to go back in there and see what's going on. I don't know why it wouldn't let me click on anything. That's new. Definitely an interesting piece there. Here we go. There we go. All right, who's going number 1 overall? It's going to be Warren Steffens, the left end from Clemson. We're up 3rd, by the way. We have the 3rd pick in this class. I'm guessing Jabari Wayne is going to go number 2. That's what all the mock drafts said. We're going to advance to our pick. Oh, Jose Samuel is a bit of a shock. Let's see what offers we are getting for this pick. Can we move down just a little bit? This is the 2025 draft. Yes, okay, so we have pick 11 on the block with a 4th and a 7th. Pick 18. Ooh, pick 10. I like that. But it's a 2026. Ooh, we could pick up an extra 5th and just move down to 9. I kind of feel more comfortable with that. The Falcons giving us a 2027 second, though. I don't really care. Oh, a 2027 first from the Eagles, but we'd have to drop all the way down to 25. I'd also like to pick up more capital in this class. So this one gives us a 2026 first, but a 2025 second, so I don't like that. This one gives us a 2025 third, as well as a sixth. Interesting. The Eagles offer is pretty enticing. I don't want to move back that far, though. I got 2 firsts, a third this year. Let's see. We have, okay, so this gives us a 25 first, 26 first, but those are 26 thirds. I'm kind of leaning towards the Patriots offer. Although the Titans offer is good too. It gives us a second round pick, which we don't have, as well as 6th and 7th round picks. The Vikings gives us a 4th and a 7th. These are tough. These are tough. Alright, why don't we take the Patriots offer and see if we can build on that. Can we not counter these? Okay, we can't. That's what they're offering. Oh, it's a 2026 4th for the Rams, so... Oh, can we go back far enough? Let's accept the Patriots and see what happens. Let's accept the Patriots. I like that deal. We just get a 5th. That's fine. Let's just hope that JT Booth doesn't go this early. They wanted to trade up and get Jose Rogers, so we'll definitely have to take a look at him. See what happens. 3 left ends in the top 4, and that was one of our biggest positions of need. However, wow, despite signing Kirk Cousins, the Washington Commanders take Dave Adams from Baylor. There goes Jabari Wayne. The Texans got Jabari Wayne to fall all the way down to pick 6. He was projected to go top 3. JT Booth is down there a little bit, but receivers are probably going to start going here pretty soon. There goes Storm Poindexter, and the Seahawks are going to take Damian Goodwin from Florida State here. So at this point in pick 9, we can easily take JT Booth and feel okay about it. We can easily take him and feel okay about it. However, that strong safety, Taylor Chapman, is there. A couple left tackles that we really like are there as well. Let's see what our offers are just for the hell of it. Oh, we could pick up a 4th and move back 6 spots. I don't even want to do that. We could pick up a 2026 6th. I mean, they're offering their 1st and 2nd and 4th and 6th to move up to this spot. No, you know what? We're going to stick with this. We are going to take... Oh, man, this is so tough. This is so tough because I have so many players that I want and so many players that could help us out. Alright, so our top board right now, we have Taylor Chapman, who looks really good. JT Booth, who looks really good. Donnell Carr, who looks really good, but he's a round 2 and 3 talent. So maybe he falls, right? Maybe he falls. We know that about him now. That's huge. Round 2, 3 talent. Both the tackles are 2, 3 talent, so that's huge. So basically, we're just choosing between a strong safety and a wide receiver. And I like JL Skinner. I don't think this Taylor Chapman guy really blows me away. If he had A hit power, A tackle, A zone, like, I would be taking him. But since JT Booth kind of has the physicals that we want at a 4.39, he has a bunch of good catching stats. He's obviously going to be strong and athletic. So we're going to take JT Booth here. And he only has normal development. Oh, that's so trash. All right, JT Booth only has normal development. Not great, but he has 93 speed. 93 jumping as well. We probably could have traded back. That's okay. JT Booth is a Denver Bronco, and now we're going to kind of see how the board falls here. There goes Josh Bigsby, a right tackle. Javonte Williams' new team takes Dom Jarrett. There goes Dorian Parham. Jonathan Wheeler. Let's just kind of see where people are going. Once that first strong safety comes off the board, I might look to move back into the first round. Thad Wall. Oh, the Bills take Taylor Chapman over the other strong safety. Interesting. I think we're going to try to move back into the second. Like, once the first of those left tackles goes, I think I'm going to try to trade up for the next one. We'll see. We're just kind of going through slowly here to see what happens. Will Wilcox, what a name. There's the other safety. Trent Thorne goes to the Jaguars. DJ McKinney out of Louisville goes in the first round. David Parks, another quarterback off the board. Jermaine Weathers. And we're getting into the second round here. Kevin Phillips. There's Donnell Carr going to the Bears. And it might be time to look to move up if we want to get Jaquan, or the McMillian guy. Carlos Farley, I want to get through the first round. Quincy Walker. And Josh McMillian goes to the Super Bowl champions. Dang it. Okay. All right, we'll take a look at our board, see if there's anyone moving up for. I don't know that there is at this point. That was a tough one right there. All the tight ends are there still, I believe, which could be fun. Any of these tight ends look pretty good. Left tackle, that hurts. So we might be rolling with our 66 overall left tackle. That's fine. I'm not trying to make this the most ridiculous thing. We are just going to go to our next user pick. It is pick 3 of the third round. So we're back up. There goes Trevor Robinson, who was the Oregon State wide receiver that we saw in the pre-draft. So let's just take a look at our roster real quick so I know where we're at. Has it been updated with the signings? No, it hasn't. Okay, because we do have a left tackle. Let me, can I do the depth chart right now, please, so I can see where we're at as a team? Okay, so obviously Drew Lock will be our backup quarterback. Russell Wilson's going to go. We have A.J. Dillon as our running back now, which is awesome. We don't really have a fullback on the roster, although Bronson Gathers is a pretty good acting fullback. We are going to have Quez Watkins in the mix, which is super fun, I think. 97 speed guy who's going to kind of fill in the gaps that we're missing on our team right now as far as speed goes. And then we're going to have our new left tackle, Callahan, here. James Callahan is our new left tackle from Washington. Putting a lot of exciting, fun stuff on tape with the Texans, and we got him. Left end, we really don't have. Right end, we're looking pretty sparse at as well. We did pick up Tristan Hill. So our D tackles are, they're okay, right? They're not anything special. Kaliko Wall is going to be our left outside linebacker. We did sign Anthony Walker here, so that way we can have Anthony Walker as a backup linebacker. Browning, and then our corners are going to be interesting. We still probably need another one. The biggest thing is we don't have a safety, right? Like I like J.L. Skinner in real life, but he is not developing on this game like I wanted him to. So we'll see. We're going to put our kicker in, as I never did that the entire year last year. Okay. So this tells me that we're in a good spot. We can kind of take best player available for the most part. Let's see what our offers are here. Third round pick. Nothing worth it. Not even close. Okay. Time to make our selection. And there are some good corners on the board for sure. We also have another wide receiver that we liked, Connor Addison, who was very, very fast. Very, very fast. He has F catching, though, so we're going to stay away, but very fast player. Derek Weston as well. Who else did we have? Kirk Winslow was someone. We didn't put him on our board, though, so he must not have been very... There's Cameron Wallace, the power running back. We also had Nate Logan right there, and then Byron Mentor, a left tackle. Chris Walden is a power back that's there. We have Duarte, Benji, Curtis Yarborough. Doesn't look very good. Chris Parker. We could look at tight ends. Could look at tight ends here. What is Nate Logan's speed? 4.59. That's obviously pretty good. Brandon Briggs is still the guy that I'm looking at. Our next pick is not until the 4th round, pick 3. And Brandon Briggs is a next round talent, so we'll probably wait on him. Left tackle, pretty much the end of the line for left tackles. We really missed out there. Let's try to get a defensive lineman. Day 3 guys, not great. Okay, so not really anybody there. Rod Campbell. What about Delgado? He looks kind of good. 22. Second most reps. B tackle, B awareness. Pretty good overall prospect. Can we get Emilio Delgado on the roster? He looks pretty good. I think I might go with him unless I can find like this linebacker's crazy fast or something. Yeah, nothing there. I mean, George Patton could be good. Yeah, I mean, 4th fastest middle linebacker. AJ Middleton, a 2nd fastest middle linebacker down there. We could look for him later in the draft. Right outside linebacker, we already have some good ones on the roster, so we don't really need to look to upgrade that position. How about a slot cornerback, though? Slot cornerback, 21 years old. Just not that fast, man. It's not that fast. D zone coverage. He does have elite agility. Yeah, just no real cornerbacks I'm like very interested in. Strong safety's got to be the position we're looking at here, and honestly, there just doesn't look to be very good ones. Brandon Driver, though, fastest at his pro day. He's day 3 projected, so we'll keep an eye out on him. I want to take Emilio Delgado here. He fell 78 spots. I'm unsure why. Why would he fall 78 spots? He's first in every athletic category as a defensive tackle. He's got pretty good block shedding. Block shedding is a C, but I don't know. I think he's going to look pretty good. Emilio Delgado, hidden development. Let's go. Get someone on the offense or the defensive line. Finally, get some pieces to maybe stop the run, stop the pass, etc. So that's a huge pick. We're going to skip ahead to our next user pick as well. And Cameron Wallace goes. Unfortunate. Anybody interested in trading into the 4th round with us? It looks like maybe the Raiders, maybe the Falcons. Nobody worth it. All right, who's going to be on the board here for us? Andrew Johnson is still there. Still there on the board. I'm not sure how or why. A hit power, A press, B tackle, B zone coverage. D man, D play recognition. Probably the reason why he's still on the board. Connor Addison still there. F catching. We talked about that already. Manu Duarte is still there. Curtis Yarborough still there. Brandon Driver. Is this where we take our zone? Is this where we take our zone safety who has C hit power, C tackle, C block shedding, but he's an athletic freak? I mean, he's the fastest. He's the shiftiest. Do we take Brandon Driver to pair with our team, or do we look at running backs? Maybe Zaire Johnson. We liked him a lot. Zaire Johnson out of Pittsburgh. A, break tackle. A, trucking. A, stiff arm. B, catching. I kind of want to take Zaire Johnson. We need another running back in that backfield big time. Or is Tremaine Perkins better? Tremaine Perkins is way slower. A, trucking. B, yeah, we're gonna take Zaire Johnson, and we're just gonna hope that we can get that safety to fall. Let's see what Zaire Johnson's looking like. Yes, he's looking like he's hidden development. Love to see that 89 speed. He will fit in nicely in our backfield. Huge. We need another running back. That way we can have a two-headed monster for Philip Holcomb to take some of the load off. We're not even going to think about trading these picks. We need guys to fill in our roster here at this point in the draft. And Manu Duarte is still there. What about the other safety? No, we do miss out on Driver, which is understandable. Yeah, we do miss out on Driver. We could possibly take another. This guy looks interesting. Pretty fast. A, pass block. I'm guessing his impact blocking's really good. Kevin Reed. He's looking like an interesting blocking tight end. So let's keep that in mind as we're going through the tight ends here. What was Leonard Henson? He looks okay too. Is he more athletic? He is younger. Little more athletic. B, break tackle. B, catching traffic. B, catching. B, pass block. B to D, run block. Joshua Kruger out of Hawaii. I'm sorry. I was looking at Leonard Henson is who I wanted to see. B, A to C catching. B to D, run block. A to C, pass block. 6'5", 254 for this guy. Let's see, 6'3", 249. 22 reps. Kruger was at 22 reps. Kevin Reed was at 21 reps, despite being a better blocker. Oh, which tight end do I want to take? None of them, really. Let's check out the left tackles, see if there's anybody even worth putting on the roster at this point. I'm not sure that there is. Although Mitchell Allen down here, one of the most athletic tackles. A, lead block. We're going to keep an eye on Mitchell Allen here. We'll put him on our board. We can't add him to the board in the middle of the draft, unfortunately. So keep that in mind. We could look at centers here. We don't have currently a real solidified starter. Still need left outside. Oh, here we go. Let's see if Kansas State guy, Terrence Hills, can do anything. He doesn't look very good at all. So we're not going to take him probably. Unfortunately. Who can we get that's going to make an impact? Another left outside linebacker from Kansas State, Chuck Barlow. He doesn't look great. He has B block shedding though, which is big for an outside linebacker. B pursuit. I don't know about him. Pass coverage right outside linebacker. Don't know about that. Is there anybody that can play safety for us? Anybody that can play safety. I mean, we're going to need somebody. We're just going to need somebody. 6'1", 215. Decent. What's the zone coverage? A to C. Victor Sylvester looks okay. He's got a kind of a funny name as well, which I like. We have a bunch of free safeties on the roster though. Okay, I think we're gonna kind of get bold here. We're gonna take this undrafted left tackle Mitchell Allen. I don't know if he's gonna be good. He just looks like he could be someone that's decent. He's normal dev. He's not the best. That's fine. We needed left tackle depth, and I didn't see anybody else on the board that I was in love with. So we'll advance to the next user pick now. I think this is where we could possibly look into taking a tight end. As you can see, another tight end just went right before us. Tight end. Yeah, Joshua Kruger is the only one still there of the guys we were looking at. I mean, he's just pretty average. He's a pretty average tight end, but that's kind of what we're not looking for average, but he's definitely going to be able to be on the field for us, I think, because of his blocking skills. Yeah, Joshua Kruger is looking like a guy we could have on the team. Left end, we don't really have any good options here at all, to be honest with you. Just no good defensive linemen in this class. In a draft where we really needed defensive linemen, to be honest with you. Chuck Barlow's still there from K-State. What about this dude is looking so good? Not that much. Damian Livingston. He is a pass. Yeah, he's a cover linebacker. Not great. Yeah, I think we either need to take Victor Sylvester here. Yeah, I think we just need to take Victor Sylvester. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, right? Like, we could take Andrew Freeman from Alabama. He's a run support, strong safety. 4th fastest in the class. A, hit power. B, pursuit. B to D, zone coverage. Yeah, I think we take this guy. I like the upside. I like that he played for Alabama. 89 speed as well in the safety spot is good. So we're going to go Andrew Freeman. A couple more picks here, and then we'll go through the draft. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video. It just takes forever. You know, you want to do your research on the draft. You want to look at what you got, what you can possibly get. We have back-to-back picks here, so we can kind of take whoever we want, really. I actually think we could get another safety in Victor Sylvester here. He's got a lot of question marks, honestly, but he just seems like he could be a decent guy. Bone-crushing hits, it says. Another 89 speed, but we get another safety in the back end. And we're back up again here. Who do we want to take? As you can see, a lot of our guys are still there. Connor Addison, 2nd fastest receiver in the class. Benji Wynn did none of the combine, none of anything. Curtis Yarborough's still there. So is that Chuck Barlow. Troy Hawthorne's interesting. His problem is I just don't think he's very good. Yeah. Not great. Big physical specimen, though. I like that. Still can get our Hawaii tight end, Joshua Kruger, and I actually might do that. Nobody else is really sticking out here. Bunch of day 3 guys. Just, yeah, we're going to... Tight end will... A blocking tight end will play when we don't have a lot of tight ends in the first place. We do run some 3 tight end sets. Josh Kruger, only 80 speed, but like I said, he's a blocking tight end. Just needed him for that role on the roster. We like that. We're very excited about that. Here we go. I think we have a couple picks left in the 7th round. It looks like we have 3 of the next 5 picks. So let's see if we can trade away one of these picks here. See if we can't get anything else. 2025, 7, 2026. Should I pick up a 2026 6th rounder? Is that worth it? Probably worth it. Yeah, we'll just do it. We have too many picks. We don't need that many guys. So we'll pick up a 6th next year. We'll see who the Packers take here. It'll be interesting to see. They trade up to take Tim Harrison out of Iowa. Let's see what the board looks like. Alright, so our guys are still there. Tons of guys. Who else is on our favorites that we still have? J.J. Sears. We talked about getting a running back. We talked about getting this guy late. We're going to do it. I don't even want to look at the rest of the board right now. We're taking him. He's 91 speed. He's going to be a guy who can catch the ball out of the backfield. And we needed that. We don't want to keep Tyler Beatty on the roster. We're kind of revamping the running back room. We lost all of our running backs. This season did not have Jaleel McLaughlin in it. So with no Jaleel McLaughlin, we're missing that element of our offense right now. So that's interesting. We obviously aren't going to take a quarterback. Strong safety. Just nothing really there. I mean, Jamie Reese has a hit power, which is nice. He also is the fastest safety in the class. Jamie Reese might be a good. Just let him compete. We took the Bama kid. I probably could take a cornerback, but let's be real, that cornerback's never getting on the field. None of these guys are looking like they're even worth it. I mean, we could take a center maybe, see if he can compete with Forsyth. Honestly, the receivers are probably interesting in that there's a couple that might be decent. What's Max Leslie looking like? A little playmaker guy. He's pretty fast. Can't lie. He has D catching though. All right, we're just gonna take the safety. I'm gonna have an open competition with a couple safeties. Broncos did this a few years ago. Took a couple late round safeties and just kind of let them battle it out. It was very exciting. It was Caden Stearns who actually won the battle, and then there was another safety. I think I don't remember his name. There was another safety. This guy's the second fastest safety in the class as well, John Garcia. But we're going to go with the run support guy. Run support, fastest safety in the class is kind of impressive when he's got a hit power already. So we're going to take Jamie Reese. He's got 89 speed, just like our other guy. So a couple 89 speed safeties. We have so many 7th round picks. Okay. We just kept getting 7th round picks. We're going to trade these, though. I would like to get another 6th round pick next year. I think we got going to get that from the Seahawks. All right, this should be our last pick. Okay. So now we can trade away this pick as well. See if we can't get another 2026 6th. We can from the Patriots or the Vikings. From the Patriots or the Vikings. We already traded the Patriots once. Let's just trade with the Vikings. All right. We have so many 6th next year. We'll just keep doing this, I guess, until we get a stacked team. All right, we're going to advance to the end of the draft here. Do a quick recap and hopefully keep this thing under an hour. Okay, let's see here. Draft recap. That's what we want. What did we get? All right, we got a 74 overall receiver in JT Booth. How about Zaire Johnson, a 76 overall in the 4th round? Wow. Wow, that's a huge pick. Huge pick for this offense that is missing a running back right now. J.J. Sears, just 62 overall. The safeties that I drafted, Freeman was 65, Reese was 61. Mitchell Allen is actually, this left tackle is actually better than the one we have on our roster right now in terms of overall. He's 66, our starting tackle's 65, so we'll see who is there. Let's go look at the entire NFL here. Round 1, Warren Stevens, 76 overall, Jose Samuel, 73, Jose Rogers, 76. Jabari Wayne was the best player in the class, and he did go 6th to the Texans. That's kind of wild. We could have taken him, but we just took a cornerback in the 1st round last year, so no NFL team is doing that. What's this other receiver? Parham is 75. He is hidden dev. But he's 5'9", right? Not the archetype we're looking for in terms of receiver. Any other receivers go in the 1st round? I did want to look at the tackles. As well as the safety. Taylor Chapman, 77 overall. Just normal dev, though. Still would have started for us for sure. Not that big of a deal. Left tackles here. Where are they? They kind of went late. Kevin Phillips went. He's a 72. He is hidden dev, though. Not a guy was on our radar. Not a guy that was on our radar. The other two are down below in Donnell Carr, who is hidden dev. Probably would have been worth it to trade up for Donnell Carr. 72 hidden dev. I like that. And then the last pick of the round is McMillian, who is also 72 and a hidden dev. So definitely some guys we could have targeted. But didn't end up getting. So not that big of a deal. Our draft is looking pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it. We got some guys that are going to fill in. I will say Delgado being 72 is a little low, but he fits right in line with the rest of our D linemen, so he'll definitely see the field. I'm very excited about Zaire Johnson and JT Booth. That's huge. Also possibly got a starting left tackle and a safety to compete as well. So excited about this class. JJ Sears probably going to make the roster simply because I think he has pretty good catching. Yeah, 76 catching, so he'll probably be on the roster as well. But that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and just hop into preseason week 1 here. And then, yeah, we're going to get out of here. So that's perfect. I will see you guys in the next one. Like I said, if you guys hit the follow button, that way you guys get notifications when I go live. That way you get notifications when I drop a new video, which are happening pretty much daily at this point. So appreciate you guys' support, and we're excited. We're about to get into year 2 of Philip Holcomb and replacing Russ. So I will see you guys in the next one.